Y'all, I don't know why, but I've been in such a Tony Braxton mood. What we got now? Talk. There he goes, talking in his sleep. I'm a little off, a little winded, but whatever. My oh my, how can this be? There he goes, talking in his sleep. Yeah. Woo. I love Tony. Anyway, Tony's music. Anyway, I'll say that. Anyway, let's see. Kenya Moore. So, who is Kenya Moore talking to? Okay, so she's having a conversation with her father. Y'all know her father has definitely been more in her life than her mother. Actually, who raised her, I believe, is her father's mother. Sadly, we found out that Kenya's mom gave her to her grandmother when she was 3 days old. Really, just terrible, terrible, horrible, horrible things Kenya Moore has been through. You know, it is sad. It really is. And, you know, she was able to accept probably certain treatment from Mark because of how her mom has treated her. She's used to that and longing for attention. She said that she would be at family functions where her mom would be there. She wouldn't even acknowledge her. She would act like she wouldn't see her. Could you imagine? Kenya Moore has been through a lot in her life. But because of her antics and because of her actions and because of the things that she's done on the show, it's quite difficult for the other ladies or even us viewers to feel sorry for her because of things that Kenya Moore has done. But ultimately, the child needs a hug. And Drew said it later on in the episode that she sees sadness and all that in her eyes. And Kenya just needs somebody to grab her. They can't let her go and just hold that child till she just release everything, because you know Kenya Moore is reality television gold. Kenya's gonna always have a job, but there is real hurt and pain there that she needs to release. Absolutely. Yeah. So anyway, she's having a conversation with her dad, and this is what I just told y'all. Kenya Moore, she had a therapy session with the therapist and stuff. And so Kenya had a conversation with her father. We found out that she did not invite her father to her wedding because she don't think that him and Mark would have got along. Which tells me that you see something in Mark that you knew wasn't right, yet you still decided to marry him. It also says to me is that you know that your daddy, because Kenya's daddy is a mess. Kenya's daddy will say anything and mean it and boom bam, but don't care who like it. He's a no filter kind of person. Yeah, we don't see Kenya's dad in action. He reads her top to bottom, up and down. He's also a little misogynistic. He's said many things, like they showed a clip of him saying that he feels like a woman shouldn't tell a man what to do, and you know, a real old school kind of thinking. But you know, I mean, he's old, so what? Yeah, but he's definitely something else. But also, you probably didn't want your family there, Kenya, because they was gonna call you out on the fact that it was a sham to begin with. So I don't know. What are y'all thoughts on Kenya not inviting her father to the wedding of her and Markeisha? So what else is going on? Drew had a scene. Was she talking to Ralph? Who was Drew talking to? I can't remember who Drew was talking to. Well, she was talking to Kenya at one point. Her and Kenya was talking, having a phone conversation. And no, they wasn't. It was her and Cynthia having a phone conversation. And you know, they were talking, and Cynthia was telling her that, child, the wedding is coming up, and my mom's dress is not going to be here until 6 days after the wedding. So she has to go out and find her mom another dress or whatever. Same thing with Noelle. Their dresses ain't going to be here. And so Cynthia's just running around with her head cut off. You would think that Will would have did something while she was off, because I mean this is his wedding too. But is that really true? It seems like it that men don't do nothing during their wedding, but just show up, and the women do everything. I just don't think that's right. I mean, if that's something that she wants to do, take over the whole thing, then fine, go ahead and do it. But I don't know. This involves you too, sir. And especially if you see your partner stressed out about something that involves you both, I would think that you would want to jump in and help in some kind of way. But I understand he can't help with dresses and whatever. But I mean, relieve something. He just sitting on the couch chilling, drinking lemonade. So I guess maybe that's just how it goes. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, if and when I ever get married, if my partner don't jump in there and help me, we getting divorced before we get married. Period. Because child, you for the child. I already be stressed out, worried about stuff that I can't change, and already paranoid, always worried about my family and stuff, and making sure things are okay and all that, and always putting other people before myself. Child, can you imagine the whole wedding? Child, we gonna get married in an apartment complex. Child, the whole wedding, that's the wedding party. The everybody who's still here, that's the wedding. Y'all say congratulations, there. So yeah, so Drew was talking to her and whatever. So hopefully Cynthia works it out with that. It seemed like Cynthia worked it out because Will didn't do nothing. Mike Hill, whatever his name is. Okay, like I said, Drew met up with Kenya, and as much as I like Drew, Latoya's right about those wigs. Drew has some really, really, really dry wigs. That she has a professional person that does her wigs. Who is it? Either they're messing up or you messing up. But you putting them wigs all in a ponytail and putting them in the drawer and not combing them. What are you doing with these wigs, Drew? They can't be human. Drew, what you doing with these wigs? I don't care if the wig is synthetic or not. Make sure it look good. Drew's wigs just look bad, and she knows it. And she keeps trying new stuff, but it's just not working. Like when she showed up as Storm today, when she was with when she showed up to the group meeting with everybody with that blonde wig on. Not that the color looked bad on her, but it was just I don't know. But whatever. This is her first season, so we're gonna leave Drew alone. So Drew showed up with Kenya Moore. They went to go talk and discuss, everything that happened back at the beach house and all. Both Kenya and Drew are stubborn people, hotheads. Kenya's never going to admit that she's wrong. She's never going to humble herself for anybody. And Drew is trying to speak facts to her and have Kenya to be real and transparent and to have Kenya to apologize for her wrongdoing, but Kenya's not going to do that. See, Drew is a little confused. See, we know Kenya. We know the mess that is Kenya. But Kenya is doing reality television, okay? She tells y'all all the time on these interviews, it's a show. It's a show. Kenya's doing reality television. Bringing the mess, bringing the drama, bringing the controversy. If Kenya say, if everybody say the sky green, Kenya Moore says it's purple. Y'all know. Kenya's doing reality television. Drew Sidora is trying to do real life and trying to make Kenya one of her girlfriends and stuff. And it's probably just not going to happen. If it does happen, just know that at any moment Kenya can switch up on you. Until, see, Portia realizes that now. It took her a while to get it, but now she realizes it. So Drew was just going to have to realize it too. And Tanya going to have to realize it too, child. Child, Tanya done jumped ship and done went back to Canada, they say. Tanya really don't want y'all in her life, do she? Child, what you got to hide, Tanya? I promise you, whatever you got going on, it ain't nothing we ain't never heard before. So, child, please. Don't nobody care. So, yeah, Tanya done jumped ship, child. I said, what's going on? So, they was just going back and forth babbling, and it didn't go anywhere. They ended it kind of on a nice note, though, but they don't. I don't think they have a beef, but Drew just wants something out of Kenya that Kenya's just not going to give, and that's just it. Let's see. They got to the point where they was about to split the checks, and Kenya was just like broke batches, split checks, and I was just like, well, hell, I guess I'm broke then, because listen, I don't always split the checks or whatever. Sometimes I pay or whatever, but it's pretty much established up front, at least with me and my crew, who's gonna pay, is all the checks separate, etc., etc. I feel like as a waiter or a waitress, that's the first thing you should ask. Hey, hello, my name is such and such, and will the checks be together or separate? I feel like that's what, but a lot of them don't do that. They wait all the way to the end and ask is the check's gonna be separate, or whatever, and then you about tipsy, depending on if you had a drink or so, and you like, huh, what's going on? How much you got? Let's establish all that up front. Like when I go out with my friends, I don't even like talk. I talk on the way there, and when we first sit down. But as soon as we get our menus, I look for something to eat. I'm like, let's all order first, because if we get in a conversation before we order, the waiter or waitress gonna come back to the table about 6 or 7 times asking us, is we ready? So instead of making our job harder, and especially their job harder, by them keep worrying about us, we need to go ahead and order our food first, and then once everybody get what they gonna eat and they take the menus, then we can talk and have the conversation. But that's just me. All my friends ain't like that, by the way. But that's just me and how I choose to go about things, just to make it easier. Because, ultimately we did come there to eat. But whatever. So, yeah, I was like, Kenya, shut up. Because Drew asked, we can split the check or whatever. And she was like, it can either be on my tab or her tab. And Kenya, shut up, Kenya. Everybody splits checks. Okay, let's see. Yep, like I said, we already talked about Cynthia and the whole wedding dress debacle, and her sister out trying to find stuff for the mama. Child, a mess. So they had a big group meetup with Marlo, Candy, Kenya, Shamia, and Latoya, and then Storm came in, aka Drew came in. Drew's trying to work it out. She'll get there. But what's going for her is that I think that most people like Drew, and so that's what's going for her. We like her as a person. The fashions will catch up. So anyway, they're talking and whatever. Portia was supposed to be there in the scene. But Portia got lost, child. I don't know where they met up at. It was some grassland. It was nothing but grass and trees. It looked like the place where the hills have eyes, the wrong turn. I don't know where they was at. It looked like it was a place where a lot of us wasn't there. So I don't know. I don't know who chose the venue. But it's a no for me, dog. It's a child. It said Portia was like an hour and some change away. I would have just left and went back home. Child, please. Portia got there. It was nighttime, dark, honey. You couldn't see nothing. No, there was no lights nowhere. Bye. I'm going back home. So, they showed up. They weren't really talking about much besides the fact that everything got leaked. As far as what happened with the stripper and all that kind of stuff, and they're all, oh my gosh, who leaked it? Who leaked it? Most of them think that Kenya leaked it, probably, but I mean, none of us really care, really. But they do. But okay, we'll talk about it. So this pretty much just talking about that and who's lying and who wasn't and everything else. Kenya keeps trying to put Candy in, and Candy don't want to be involved. Yet she already spilled the tea to Don Juan that pretty much everything that Kenya said was true. So Candy, you're not out of the mess. She thinks she is, Candy. Child, you in it too. You like the mess too, just like everybody else. Girl, please. Kenya just says it, but you think it. Kenya Moorhore's new confessional look. She looks great. Portia finally got there. Kenya left. Latoya left. And they started talking about that and about Kenya being messy and everything. And Drew was just like, she's trying to understand Kenya. That was just like, girl, this is just how she is. You got to take over the grain of salt and don't pay her no attention. Once you get her and realize her antics, she can no longer affect you. So Drew will get there. Marlo brought up to Portia how she didn't like how she felt like she hasn't heard nothing from the girls since the trip, and she felt like also Portia was throwing her shade because Portia and Kenya are forever not friends, and she didn't like how she felt like Portia was distancing herself from her because now Marlo and Kenya's cool. Marlo was just like, look, me and Kenya, we okay. I mean, but I ain't heard nothing from her. I mean, I'm still the same person. I'm still gonna call you out on your mess. And Portia just don't believe it. She's not gonna say that, but she is affected by the fact, in a small way, by the fact that Marlo's cool with Kenya. Because it's nice to have an ally. It's nice to have a person. Sometimes, I guess some people like this. It's nice to have a person that you dislike together, and so y'all can whatever. So I don't know, but Kenya and Portia's been through a lot with one another. So but Marlo and Kenya's not gonna last. Marlo's doing what she got to do to stay on the show, child. That's all it is. I don't think their friendship is real. I don't know. Do y'all think that Kenya and Marlo's blossoming friendship is real? But also, maybe you do just get to a point where you just get tired of arguing with people. You get tired of bickering. It's like, let's just be cool. But I don't think they're best friends. Not like how her and Nene was friends. But I don't know. What y'all think? What y'all think about Marlo and Kenya? Let's see. Was that it? Y'all, I think that was it. It was a pretty cool episode. It flew by, though. It was very quick. We didn't see much of Candy. Not that I care, but, I'm just mentioning that we didn't see much of Candy. Next week, it's going to be jam-packed, child. Looks like Drew going to give it to Latoya. What I call Latoya all the time, Latoya not forever, child. Drew going to call her Latoya never, never, ever, ever, ever. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's going to be fun and funny. With that said, if I missed anything, put it in the comment section, y'all. I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on Google Plus. Follow me at Iskizwa on Instagram and Twitter. Send me a message too to let me know, hey, I come from your YouTube channel, whatever. Now, mind you, on my Twitter, I know I just cut the song off, right? On my Twitter, I cannot follow any more people because I've like reached my max or whatever. Now, sometimes I can follow people back because, in case people unfollow me or whatever. But if I don't follow you back, if you come from my YouTube channel, then that's why. So it's a lot of people that follows me that I can't follow back because I can't. I'm maxed out. So, yeah. Anyway, at Iskizwa on Instagram and Twitter. At Iskizwa89 on Snapchat. Chiz King on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned. I'll see you guys later. Bye. One last good old skip to the end, child.